Hey, I have a pick a card reading for you. We're going to find out how this specific person is feeling about you right now, the person on your mind. What's their vibe? What's their energy? How are they feeling? We'll get all the juicy details using tarot and oracle cards. You have 4 piles to choose from to find out what this person is thinking and feeling about you right now. Take your time, feel out the piles. I'm going to pull a card for each pile first, and then we'll get a close-up look at everything we're dealing with today. And you can pause the video after that if you need more time to meditate on the piles and feel them out and decide which one is yours using your intuition. If you've never been here before, hey, my name is Amy. And if you have been here before, welcome back, you guys. Let's start with pile number 1, Spirit. What is the card for pile number 1 today? What is the card for pile number 1 today? A little bit of hesitation there. There we go. And pile number 2. What is the card for pile number 2, Spirit? I'm going to take that one. Pile number 3. What's the card for pile number 3 today? Ooh, I like how it matches so well almost every time. And pile number 4. What's the card for pile number 4, Spirit? We love the aesthetics, right? Okay, let's get a close-up look now at what we have. Here we go. Pile number 1. This is the card that came out for you. Spirit chose the biofeedback loop card for you. This card talks about how you harness your own response to various factors, looping it back to the receiver. So it's kind of like the I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever you say to me bounces off of me and sticks it to you. So you're just like sending energy back to the sender. Return to sender. This person does look like they're meditating. They're also surrounded by yummy foods. It kind of looks like sushi. There's a glass of red wine, bread, carrots, and then a whole bunch of yummy things on that cutting board. You might be drawn to that card, or you could be drawn to that bracelet. That is the unicorn bracelet on my website. It's made with lavender mystic aura quartz. Or you could be drawn to the lavender and blue mermaid. You're drawn to that mermaid or the bracelet or the card or all 3 of those things. Your pile number 1. Pile 2. You got this card. This is the weighted blanket card, and it talks about how weighted blankets are a welcome, soothing support in times of unease. Weighted blankets simulate a comforting hug, helping to calm and settle your nervous system. And this card has sunflowers all over it. She looks really happy. You might be drawn to that card, or you could be drawn to that bracelet. That's the Care Bear bracelet. And it's made with light blue jade crystals. Or you could be drawn to the lake life. You're drawn to the lake life, or that Care Bear bracelet, or the card about the weighted blanket, or all 3 of those things. Your pile number 2. Pile 3, you guys got this card. There's 5 of these people, and it looks like they're doing yoga or acrobatics. They look like they might be doing acrobatics. This is the meditation card, and wow, the camera is really going crazy for this card. This card talks about how meditation creates the space to turn information into transformation. It supports long-term coherent brainwave patterns. It helps you to move into your subconscious mind, training yourself to be more present, focused, and in the moment. So funny because the camera was like really tweaking out, trying to focus on that meditation card. You might be drawn to that card, or you could be drawn to that bracelet. That bracelet is the High Vibe bracelet. It's made with purple sugilite. I think that's how you say it. Crystals. Or you might be drawn to that lightning bolt. It's a very colorful lightning bolt. If you're drawn to any of those things or all three of those things, you're pile number 3. All these bracelets are available on my website for those interested, by the way. Pile number 4, you guys got this card. This person is painting. They got their paints out. There's paintings on the wall. This is the Healing Through Art card. And it talks about how when you're being creative, you come into flow and we can connect with the moment, and all the rest floats out of our experience. Entering the moment and expressing oneself through art and creativity is an excellent way to enhance self-knowledge and self-expression. You might be drawn to that card or the Fuzzy Cloud bracelet from my website. That one's made with light turquoise howlite crystals. Or you could be drawn to that drink. It's got a lime on the side. It's got a cute little pink umbrella in it. It might be a margarita, but I'm not quite sure. It looks yummy. Whatever it is, it looks refreshing. If you're drawn to any of those things or all of those things, you're pile number 4. Take your time. Like I said, you can pause the video here, meditate on the piles, use your intuition, feel it out. What are you drawn to the most? If you're feeling pulled to more than one, listen to both of the ones that you're pulled toward. If you have multiple people to check on, you can also listen to multiple piles. That was a mouthful. Okay, for everybody that's ready, let's get into it and find out, how is this specific person feeling about you right now? What's their vibe? What's their energy? How are they feeling when it comes to you? Here we go. Hi, pile 1. Let's find out how this specific person is feeling about you right now. What's their vibe? What's their energy? Give us all the juicy details, Spirit, about this person on pile number 1's mind. Here we go. What's going on with this person, Spirit? We got Libra energy with the Justice card. Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius vibes. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Libra. 8 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. Dang, this person's like really all over the place. This is a lot of wishy-washy energy, and they're overthinking things. That's part of why they're feeling so uncertain and all over the place. They're feeling like they're on an emotional roller coaster when it comes to you right now. We have Cancer energy at the bottom of the deck here too. Cancer vibes. They're in their emotions. Their emotions are just kind of like, whoa, high, they're low. They're up, they're down. They're stuck in their head. They're overthinking. They feel like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to this connection right now, but they feel tied to you. Does this person like to play games too, maybe? Let's see. 6 of Cups. Thinking about memories with you, reminiscing. They're thinking about back when things were just meshing really well between the two of you. Oh, they love you. Okay. They love you. That's why their emotions are so intense and all over the place. Because if they didn't care, that wouldn't happen, right? They are sabotaging things here. And it feels like it's because of the overthinking. So they're stuck up in their head and it's causing them to want to like push you away or give up. But not, that's not consistent energy. Sometimes they feel like giving up, and then sometimes they're like, no, I love you so much. They're really up and down right now. So contradicting emotions, confusing emotions. This person could definitely be confusing you right now. They're thinking back about when things weren't so confusing. They feel like a comfort level with you, though. They feel tied to you. They feel like at one point things were really good, but then it got complicated, or then they started complicating it. They find you very sexy and independent. Like they don't think you're clingy. They feel like you're somebody that can take care of themselves. They're attracted to, they think that you look good. You're a little haughty. They have deep feelings here. This is like they've fallen in love with you at some point. It looks like it's kind of recent for most of you, or their feelings got a lot stronger recently. If you're not seeing the synchronicity 666, you will be. So pay attention to that. It's connected to this person. It looks like the past, they're thinking the past between the two of you guys was really good, but then there's been some negativity, some negative memories, but they're not overshadowing the good ones. Blah, I can't talk. I feel like this person isn't very good with communicating. They're feeling burdened, guilty, regretful. That things are not going as smoothly between the two of you as they used to. Spirit wants me to pull this, the stallion. So yeah, there is this like sexual energy of them looking at you like you're sexy. You kick up something with their mojo, with their sex drive. Okay. You also stroke their ego, or you did in the past. It feels like they're wondering if they are your love interest. So there's a question of if how you're feeling about them, how into them you really are. It feels like they're not quite sure. They're feeling stuck, but it's because they're overthinking the situation. So it feels like this person hasn't really done anything as far as effort recently, and it's because they're feeling stuck and they're overthinking. They're beating themselves up about this connection and how it's gone from being good to not great, or from you guys getting along from there being give and take to there not being give and take. Why do they sound so? It's almost like they're overthinking, they're complicating things, but the vibe that I'm hearing sounds like they're really struggling with this, the thoughts of this connection. Look, they love you. Here's the heart card. That goes right along with this Ace of Cups. Love. If you wonder, do they love me? Yes. Yes, they do. It's romantic love. It's not just that they love you as a friend. They love you in a romantic way. And they're wondering if it's the same for you. It's like they're not sure. Even if you've told them, or even if you act like it, they still question if the feeling's mutual. You're in their heart. They have a level of devotion to you. And then, yeah, they're beating themselves up about the past. They've also been on your social media lately, looking you up to see what you're posting. They feel like there's hope for the future. Like they're optimistic, but they are complicating things right now. It almost feels like this is somebody that tries to push you away just to see how devoted you are. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they're doing, because we started out with that vibe of me saying it feels like this person plays games sometimes, or they know how to play games, or they used to play games. And so I am getting, they might try to like play games with you just to see how you feel. And you're going to know when that's going on because they're going to be acting funny. Okay. They feel good with you. They feel comfortable with you. They feel like you guys can mesh well together because you did before. And then when you're not around, for those of you that there's been some sort of like separation or silent treatment between you two, that really throws them off and makes them feel they start crashing out, crash out, spiral when you're not around or when you guys aren't talking. It affects their well-being. Like this connection affects this person's mental health. They have some things they want to talk to you about, or they feel like you guys need to talk about. Like there's things that they feel like you guys need to talk about. They need that need to be addressed to help smooth things out or balance things out between you two. They want you to be able to rely on them. Like they don't want to be wishy-washy, but it's almost like that's their default or they can't help themselves. It's something they need to work on, being wishy-washy or hot and cold. It just feels like an extreme for this person. They're behaving from one extreme to the other with this connection with you. And they have a tendency to do that, especially when they don't know what they're doing and they don't know what they're doing with you. Libras, a lot of Libras, not all Libras, but it can be hard for them to make decisions sometimes. And they came out immediately with Libra energy, whether they're a Libra or not. It's telling me this person has a tendency of needing to get other people's opinions or asking somebody that they highly respect because they have a hard time deciding things and being solid. And it has to do with them overthinking. Well, okay, this might be helpful for you guys. No matter what happens with this connection, you can't screw it up and they can't screw it up. It's it's a fated and destined connection. There's things that are supposed to happen between you two that are going to happen no matter what. Like, you guys aren't going to screw this up and they're not going to screw this up. And I feel like there's a lot of you that needed to hear that. They're going to end up having a breakthrough because they're really clouded. Like, it's like their brain is foggy. They're not thinking clearly right now. Their emotions are all over the place. They're just not in a very good headspace right now. Their sexual energy, like their sex drive is crazy right now for you. It's toward you. But I feel like that's also making them kind of act a fool a little bit, or it's throwing them off. Yeah. So their feelings about you, plus the energy, the planets. There's a bunch of factors right now that are throwing this person off, but you're one of them. They're not going to stop loving you. This person's not falling out of love. They're actually actively falling in love. They're becoming more and more aware of their feelings for you. And there's this curiousness of if you feel the same. Are you content with them? They don't feel like you're content with them. So they're thinking a lot about how you feel. For some of you, they're like regretful, they feel guilty, they feel ashamed, they want forgiveness. They're trying to be more reliable and devoted. They're motivated to be more, there's like a motivation and a drive to be more devoted and reliable for you right now. But they're overthinking how to do that. It feels like they need to talk about their feelings with you and they're avoiding that. It feels like they need to talk about some deep feelings, share feelings with each other, and they're not necessarily motivated to do that. They're motivated to be devoted to you and to be reliable for you, but they're not really motivated to get super vulnerable and like lay it all out on the table, wear their heart on their sleeve. It's almost like they want to see how vulnerable you get too. They want to see how you feel first before they get too vulnerable. But yeah, like I said, they feel like there's been some sort of extreme shift in the energy, and they feel like there is hope that things are going to turn around. Because they feel like things went left. It took a turn for the worse at some point, but they think it'll turn back around and get back to when things were good between the two of you. They just don't know how that's going to happen other than them just like being there, devoted and reliable for you. Like, as long as I'm there and you know I'm there, we don't need to talk about it. It's that kind of vibe. Okay, I hope you guys are catching my drift. I'm going to leave it here. Hopefully that helps you, brings you confirmation, clarity, validation about what's going on with them. If you're drawn to any other pile, check it out. There can be more messages for you in other piles from this person or someone else. And if you're done here for today, I will see you all at your next reading. Bye, guys. Okay, pile 2, let's find out how this specific person's feeling about you right now. What's their vibe? What's their energy? Give us all the juicy details, Spirit. For pile number 2. Whoop! Okay, here they are. Knight of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius vibes. Fire sign energy. They don't have to be a fire sign. We also have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with the Page of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Chariot. Whoa. Okay. Cancer energy coming through pretty strong. This person likes to flirt with you. They want to like talk to you some more, flirt with you some more. It feels new. Is this somebody newer, or you guys are just starting to flirt with each other or something? Oh. There hasn't been movement until recently, or there's about to be movement between you two. So it's either a new connection or a connection where there hasn't been much going on between you two. They're wanting to be flirty and talk to you. If there's been any issues, they're wanting to move through them, move past them. If there's been issues, this can be an apology too. Page of Cups. So for those of you that they did do something, they're wanting forgiveness, they're feeling bad. For those of you that there's nothing has happened, they're just wanting to move on from their past and be flirty with you. This person feels like they have explored other connections already, and they're pretty sure that you're the person that they want to move forward with. Like they're starting to be sure. Oh, you guys are really telepathically connected right now with the High Priestess. They're kind of waiting to see what happens before they make a decision. When it comes to you, they're waiting for something here. Libra energy with the Justice card. 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands. They're a little bit confused about something here, and it feels like it's different for different groups of people that resonate with this pile. It's different reasons why they're hesitant or why they haven't been able to make a decision until now. They're feeling like it's getting to that time. They've been waiting a little while, but they've decided that they're wanting to proceed toward you. They feel like connected to you immediately. When you first met this person, they felt like you guys just get each other, or they kind of knew how you were, they kind of knew what you were thinking, because they were thinking the same thing. They've been indecisive until now. It's like they're just at the brink of making a decision about you. They're choosing you. They're choosing to want to move forward with you, and have things be smooth between the two of you, really flirty, wanting to just enjoy each other, talk to each other. This, a lot of times, this is giving vibes of wanting to go somewhere with you, get out of town, go for a drive. Just the two of you. That's been on their mind. The rabbits and the dog. Yeah, so they're deciding that they want to be loyal to you. They want to be a loyal, devoted, faithful companion to you. So this person is choosing you. It looks like the start of a relationship or the start of something serious. New beginning with the rabbits, but this is also very naughty energy too. So they're definitely physically attracted to you and they have thought about procreating with you. So or just getting it in. They've thought about what it would be like for you guys to be together intimately. I gotta tell you, it's here. Well, those were crazy the way they came out. What in the heck, you guys? This person's energy toward you is really intense right now, and they're feeling like something wonderful is developing here with the lilies. They feel like their feelings toward you are maturing. They started out playful. It feels like this person started out just kind of flirty with you, and now they're really catching feelings. The more they get to know you, the more they're developing feelings. They like your vibe too. This person looks at you as somebody that they can trust. They feel like you're somebody that's loyal, mature, and obviously that you look good. They're surprised by how they're feeling. This was like unexpected, but there is a lot of raw energy. That's why the cards were spooging out like that. There's a lot of raw energy toward you right now. Desire, excitement, flirty, passionate energy. And they keep giving me this vibe of like they've seen what else is out there and they're not impressed, is what I just heard. So they're impressed by you. There's something with this person's past that keeps coming up and it has nothing to do with you. It's on their mind and it's affecting how they're thinking about the connection with you. And it feels like it might not be in a great way. There's something from their past here that's lingering on their mind. You got the Falcon, the World, element of air sign energy here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then you got the Crow. You guys could be seeing synchronicities with crows, falcons, hawks, bunnies, dogs. That's connected to this person. Also, the synchronicity 222 is coming through really strong for you. You are pile 2, but just pay attention to that synchronicity. If you haven't been seeing it, you're going to start seeing it now, and it's connected to this person. There is something here about like they feel like you guys are a good match. They're very focused on you. They do have some boundaries, or they're trying to keep some boundaries, some structure when it comes to the connection with you guys. They're not trying to be like wild and reckless. Okay. They're trying to be smart and structured and committed. Okay, that makes sense. Because in the past, this person is giving a little bit of player energy. Like they used to be a dog. They used to be maybe not so committed. They know how to, and they want to do that with you. But it looks like they haven't done that with people in the past. There's something about you that's making them want to. They feel like that is the smart thing to do. It would be dumb for them to handle you the way they've handled things in the past. So that's the past that they're looking back on a lot right now. It's like they're reflecting on the past and they don't really want to do that again. They want to do things differently with you. But you might have to be patient. And I feel like they're either going to ask that of you or say something like that to you about, like, please be patient with me or something like to that effect. Because there's this vibe of them wanting to not necessarily move really fast. They're wanting to be smart and plan things out and be kind of structured about it. You know, they might, I don't know. It's giving this vibe of they're trying to control the speed a little bit too much. So just be aware of that. They're wanting to control the speed of things because it looks like they don't want to go fast and they've never really been this serious before. So they're moving cautiously, thinking that that's the clever thing to do. They're being strategic, thinking that this is the smartest way to do this. If they want things to work out with you, they feel like they need to go slow. And I am getting this vibe of like they have a lot of sexual thoughts about you, but they're wanting to not jump into that either or make it all about that or have too much of that going on because they don't want that to be the focus of your connection. And they used to be like that in the past. They're watching what they do with you. They're like watching themselves. They're minding their P's and Q's. Okay. They're thinking about traveling with you. There's something here about like getting away, getting out of town, going for a drive, traveling. You even have the world here. So I feel like there's a large group of you where you're at a distance from this person too. There's an airplane. I don't know if you can hear it, but it just went by. So there, that could be very significant, like world, having to take a plane long distance, world travel. Boundaries were coming up, so that could be part of the boundaries, is that there's a lot of space between the two of you. I feel like there's a little bit more here that needs to come out. It feels like there's a lot of raw energy toward you right now. So, okay, they're looking at your social media. They're on social media looking at what are you posting, checking up on you, curious about what you're posting, curious what your social media looks like. We have fixed sign energy. They are feeling a little bit stuck because this is new. This feels kind of challenging and new to them. It's new, new, new. Lots of new energy, a new event that this has never happened to them before. What's going on between the two of you? They've never felt this before. This is new. So it's causing them to feel a little bit stuck and confused. Justice is Libra energy, and Libras can tend to be indecisive, and don't come for me in the comment section. Last time I said that on YouTube, somebody was really unhappy with me, and I bet it was a Libra. But it's a fact. Like, Libras are known for that. That doesn't mean every single Libra, but there's Libra energy here, and I am getting some indecisive, stuck vibes from this person. Like, they've been this way for so long, they're having a hard time changing. But they do want to experience new things with you and try to establish something different than what they've done in the past. This person doesn't want to repeat the past mistakes that they've made with you. They want things to be chill. They want things to be happy. They don't want problems. They don't want drama. And they feel like in the past there was a lot of that because of how they operated in their love life. So they're feeling like they've gained wisdom and experience, and they have ideas of how to do things right with you, how they can rise above the way that they're used to doing things and use a different strategy in their romantic life. They see you as somebody that's like looking very fertile and healthy. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know if your skin is glowing, your hair is looking amazing or what, but they're looking at you like you're looking ripe. You're looking ripe for the picking. You're looking juicy and good, very healthy in a very yummy, healthy way. Their sexuality energy is here. So, but that's not all they're wanting with you. It feels like they're actually wanting to kind of go slow with that because they don't want it to be just that. They're wanting you to also be their faithful companion and establish something mature and serious that will keep you in their future and give them new hope for their love life, because they were feeling helpless in the past with the way things were going. Their instinct, their gut, their intuition is telling them to lock in with you. Lock it in, lock down. Take this opportunity, like, don't miss this opportunity. That's what their gut's telling them about you. So, and I do see that they're following their gut. So yay, we like this reading. I hope you guys like it. If you don't, sorry, I'm just the messenger. If you were drawn to any other pile, check it out. I'm going to leave this one here. There can be messages for you in other piles from the same person or someone else, so definitely listen to any other pile that you were drawn to. And if you're done here for today, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Okay, pile 3. Let's see how this specific person is feeling about you right now. What's their... Whoa. Okay. What's their vibe? What's their energy? How are they feeling, Spirit? They're here. Page of Wands. Fire sign vibes. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't have to be. Four of Cups. Huh. Knight of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Oh, this is somebody from your past. Okay. They're curious. They're curious about you right now. They're reflecting on the past. They're feeling like they might have missed out on an opportunity with you. They have tried to explore other connections, and they're still like they can't forget about you. But they feel like they might have missed an opportunity because they didn't take it or they didn't try hard enough. They're still like very interested in you, and they've tried to get over you. They've tried to meet other people, or they've tried to be with other people or something here. They tried to explore other connections, and they keep thinking about you, thinking about the past with you, thinking about how much time you guys have missed, wondering what you've been up to. I feel like this is somebody you haven't talked to. Like you've been no contact recently. Yeah, they're feeling lonely and out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Okay. So I don't know if they're right or not, but they're assuming that you also still think about them, and they're like assuming that the feelings are somewhat mutual. They care about you, and they feel like you also at least still care about them, but they're unsure of like if if you would want to come back together. It looks like they might be a little bit scared of rejection from you here. 333. They're scared you're with someone else, and some of you might be, and they know that. So that makes them feel lonely, makes them feel like they missed their opportunity. So take that if it resonates. But there is a vibe here of like wanting to be back with you and wondering if you feel the same. And they have tried. They've tried a few times to talk to other people, connect with other people to get over you, and they can't. This is them exploring, trying to see what else is out there. Like, there's plenty of fish in the sea. And they have talked to, I don't know if they've like gone on a dating app or if they've gone on a couple dates. It's different for all of you. The specifics of what they did, but they did go out and try to connect with others, and it's not the same. It's they still miss you. They keep thinking about you. They keep coming back to you. They're wanting to come back to you. There's a lot of feelings here. The 2 of Cups is huge as far as feelings go. Like this person thinks you're the one, basically. With the 2 of Cups, they're like, oh gosh, pile number 3 is my person. Feelings, 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 lots of feelings. They still have a spark for you. They care about you. They think you care too, but they wonder, like, would you want me back? They're reminiscing a lot lately. There's a ton of reminiscing energy here. 7 Pentacles, 6 of Cups is like remembering the past with you, thinking about the past with you, and feeling really lonely when that's going on. It's making them feel kind of empty, like that space that you were in is there's a hole. They've kind of waited to see what you do too. They're waiting to see what you do. They're wondering if you're going to come back or if you're moving on, you're going to be with someone else. Tell us more, Spirit. They're super lonely recently. They're so cold and so lonely is what I'm hearing. Okay. It's very dramatic. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to hit you guys. Memories. There it is. Crow. You guys could be seeing crows a lot lately, remembering times with you, the magical times. Person's really romanticizing the past with you. They feel like, yes, there's things working against your connection, but it's nothing that you guys can't figure out or work through with the beaver. They feel like, let's just try, even if we have to do it slowly, let's just try with the stepping stones. Step by step, ooh, baby. Is that New Kids on the Block? Oh my gosh. If you know, you know. New Kids on the Block, Step by Step. I feel like that song used to come through, but it's been over a year. Maybe that's significant. The boy band, New Kids on the Block, coming through for pile number 3. We love that. Okay, so they're feeling like, let's keep trying, let's keep moving. You got the rider, that makes sense. Give us more. Whoa. Okay, so they're wondering if you're going to choose somebody else. They have other options too. But you're their love interest. Spirit's pointing out the bottom of the deck. You're the one that they see being their spouse, their love interest. They want to go your direction. They want to move in your direction. But they're wondering if you're moving someone else's direction. And there's a group of you where they know you have. They know that there's a third party involved, somebody else with you. No one else has influenced their feelings for you, but they're wondering if someone else has influenced your feelings for them. And they're hoping that if that has happened, that the good Lord will come down and pluck you up and bring you over to them, deliver you to their front door so that you guys can reunite. It's like they want you to be removed from any situation that you might be in. Hold on one sec. Okay, pile 3. Sorry about that, but I do feel like this person's trying to interrupt any connection that you might be having with another person. If there's someone else that is trying to get your attention, if there's someone else that you're involved with, they're going to want to try to interrupt that and come basically like swoop in. We got new beginnings. This person feels like you're sweet, you're a good person, you bring out a good side of them. They don't really know how to handle this situation with you. They don't feel like they've ever been in any situation like this before. It's new to them. They don't really know what's going to happen next. They're feeling like things between the two of you are very unpredictable. They don't want you with anybody else. This is really possessive energy here. Like, that's mine. They look at you like, we belong together. That 2 of Cups energy, you're my person. That's my person. So if they see you or think about you with somebody else, they're feeling like, that's wrong. That's mine. What are you doing with my person? Give me some more, Spirit. Give me some more. There's a lot more. Okay. Were you guys drawn to pile number 2? Because there are some vibes here. I'm getting them wanting to get away with you, wanting to take a ride, Go somewhere. Go somewhere together. Spend some time together. There's a lot of energy here of them feeling like they want the Lord to intervene. I don't know. Like, Jesus, take the wheel. Spirit, can you help me here? That's basically the vibe I'm getting. Divine intervention came up earlier. Now we're getting divine guidance. Like, this person wants spirit to work things out. There's a part of them that's scared of being rejected by you. So they're hoping, like, God, please don't let that happen. For some of you, they're literally like praying, like, God, please let this work out. Let us get back together. Make my dreams become reality. Please, Lord. They're feeling like they're in a bit of a crisis here about you. That's that lonely feeling, like something's missing and they can't find it with anybody else. They feel like this connection has put them through a test and they feel like it's a spiritual test. Mr. T's like, yep, I pity the fool. Sorry. Okay, go that way, buddy. Thank you for clearing that energy. Yep, lots of raw energy. The Tower. Pile number 2 got this card. The Tower. If you felt drawn to it, you should check it out. They also got the Crow. They're really wondering what you're thinking right now. What are you thinking? What are you up to? How do you feel? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this person would be interested in getting a reading on you. Like, that's the vibes I'm getting. They want to know, how do you feel? Hi. Say hi. This is Mr. T for everybody that hasn't met him yet. He just is about to turn 1, July 25th. He'll be 1 year old. He loves to clear the energy. You'll see him often coming through after we talk about some negative energy. He likes to come through and just yep. They're trying to stay optimistic about this connection, but they feel it's unpredictable what will happen. They're trying to think positive, but they feel like, I don't really know if this is going to work out between us. I don't know if pile number 3 is going to want me back. Aw. Don't eat it, though. Okay. Wow. That was very, very nice, buddy. Thank you. They feel like part of this is up to fate, destiny, or spirit. That keeps coming up. Their instinct is to come back to you, to get things moving between the two of you and get some information from you. Like, they have questions, they have things they want to ask you that they've been curious about. They have a goal when it comes to the two of you, but they don't want to push you into anything. They want you to decide. Like, if you don't want to be with them, they're going to let you go be with somebody else. This is not somebody that's going to try to talk you into it or push you. They're not feeling that. They're feeling like, I feel this way, and I want to know if you feel the same. If you don't feel the same, that's okay. They want you to decide. And they don't really know for sure what you're going to decide. They're hopeful, but they're unsure. They have these relationship goals with you. I keep getting goals, goals, goals. They have these goals in mind. They see opportunity to reach certain life goals and bucket list things with you. It's peeking out from underneath the Two of Cups. That Ten of Pentacles is like, I can picture myself having a great relationship with pile number 3. I can picture myself having it all with pile number 3. There's something about you that makes them feel giddy and excited and complete too. They feel like they're not getting anywhere without you around. They feel like their life has been like stagnant too. Things aren't really going well for them or moving forward for them in other aspects of their life since you guys stopped talking, or it feels like you guys haven't talked. It feels like you've been in separation for a long time, you've been away from each other for a long time, or you've been in silent treatment for a long time. Okay. So expect to hear from this person in the near future because there's a lot of vibes of them coming in to talk for a new beginning. New beginning, new beginning. They've already decided and they're wanting to know what's your decision. Okay. I'm going to leave it here. Hopefully that brings you guys confirmation and clarity, validation. There's all those romantic feelings trying to pop out at the bottom of the deck. The Knight, you already had the Knight of Wands, but now you're getting the Knight of Cups too. So there's passion and romance on this person's mind about you. They're feeling hot. They're feeling hot and ready like Little Caesars. Okay. Dad jokes. For pile number 3, we got dad jokes. All right, we're going to leave it there. I will see you all at your next reading. Bye, guys. My margarita pile. Oh, okay. There's some interesting energy already. Pile number 4. Let's see what is going on with this person. How are they feeling? What's their vibe? What's their energy? Give us all the juicy details, Spirit, for pile number 4. Woo! The Empress. They're really attracted to you during this time. They're feeling really drawn to you right now. They are thinking about how hot you are. This person's very physically attracted to you, and they like your energy, the vibe that you give off, and they've been thinking about that. You make them feel good, or thinking about you makes them feel good. Tell us more. Ooh, they want to talk. 8 of Wands. Their energy is coming toward you like really fast. So if you haven't heard from them, expect to. They are a little bit worried about rejection. They can't wait any longer to talk to you. So it feels like they have waited for some period. Yep, there they go. They're wanting to talk to you. They're curious to talk to you right now. They're very intrigued by you. They're very interested in you. There's fear of you not taking their offer, though, or not wanting what they have to offer, or not being able to give you what you want. Tell me more. There's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius vibes there. They don't have to be that sign, but it is coming through. 3 of Pentacles, 333. Third party energy coming through. So they feel like there's someone else involved in this situation. The World. Whoa, the Lovers and the Tower. Okay. Whoa. Okay. The feelings that they're having for you are very unexpected, shocking. They were not expecting to feel like this about you. They're in love. But it feels like they don't necessarily want to say that. Or they're like, am I really in love? It's like they're feeling it and they're surprised by it. I feel like they want to say it to you. Have they already? Even if they have, it's like they want to shout it from the rooftop. They feel like there's someone else involved though here that could cause drama or chaos if they were to shout it from the rooftop or if they were to tell you that they love you. Okay. They're also worried about rejection. Wow. They're very interested. There's Gemini energy here. They really want to talk to you, or they like talking to you. If you guys do talk, they're like, I want to talk to them again, or I want to keep talking. I can't stop talking to pile number 4. It's so exciting to talk to you. It's so fun to talk to you. They fall in love with you every time they talk to you, or they fell in love with you the first time they talked to you. But yeah, they feel like there's somebody involved here that is causing or could cause some sort of a barrier, chaos, drama. They feel like you guys would get along really well, or that you do. They like the vibe with you. They love your vibe. They like the vibe between the two of you. They want to get to know more. Like, they're so curious, very intrigued by you. They find you very interesting. They think you work well together. Like, they just feel like you mesh well. They feel lucky. The Wheel of Fortune. They're like, okay, jackpot. The first time they talked to you or the first time they saw you, it was like, cha-ching. We got the Rider. They're definitely moving toward you. There's a lot of energy here of this person being on their way or at your front door already. I would expect this person to want to like talk tomorrow. They're gonna want to talk to you tomorrow. They're gonna want to see you tomorrow, talk to you tomorrow. That's the vibe I'm getting. They're ready to go. My arm is sticking to this. They're a little bit hesitant, but there is a hesitation here. Feels like it has to do with the third party. The third party is causing them to hesitate, but they're still optimistic that they're going to be visiting you soon. There's something about them visiting you and spilling their guts, telling you that they love you. That's what I'm getting like when it comes to what does that mean? Spilling their guts, telling you how much they love you, how in love with you they are. They feel like there's going to be a problem with the third party once that information gets out, because they do want to like scream it from the rooftop. So it's like they're planning on announcing it, but they feel like it's going to be wild and there could be problems, and that is what's making them hesitant. They don't want to lose you either. They feel like there's somebody else that's going to try to control your relationship with them. Holy moly. Okay. The energy's crazy. The Sun card. The Tower twice. So you got the Tower in this deck and this deck. And then the Mountain is here, which is more signs that there's a problem. Person feels like there's a blockage. There's something trying to block you guys from being together. Somebody, a third party. They're feeling like someone's trying to control this. Somebody outside of the two of you will try to control this, or wish bad things on your connection. It's like they're worried about somebody like messing with you guys. I mean, I'm literally getting spell work. Somebody being aggressive, combative, trying to like a power trip, somebody that's on a power trip, somebody that's trying to use their power to screw with you guys. So just be aware there is a third party energy around here that this person's really worried about being involved. This person's sure that they want you, and they see that the connection between the two of you could grow and grow and grow and grow. They need to talk to you. The magnifying glass, the high priestess. So they're feeling like we need to talk. I don't want to lose you. The Sith. They feel tense about this third party and having problems with the third party fights. They feel like eventually that will change, but right now there's a problem and it's another person. But they're feeling like it's not always going to be like this. The timing. The timing is a shame, is basically what I'm getting from them. They wish they could just cut this third party out of the situation. They want to like cut that person out, but they don't feel like that's possible. They want to talk to you. They don't like when you guys haven't talked or the silence. It feels cold when you guys haven't talked. It feels like too silent. It's like this person wants to talk to you all the time right now. They're in a place where they're kind of obsessing over wanting to talk to you a lot. Like just keep talking over and over. It's giving the no, you hang up. No, I don't want to hang up. Let's stay on the phone and fall asleep on FaceTime. There's lots of repeating cards here. The World twice, the Tower twice. They're major arcana. In tarot, that means massive life-changing events. So you've rocked this person's world. We can see that with the tower twice. But they're feeling like there's also obstacles that are causing big problems in this intense connection. And they're feeling like they don't have as much control over it as they would like. They're trying to stay optimistic. They're trying to hold on to you or like keep you around. This person feels like you're really cool. You're just like down to earth. You're such a well-rounded person. You're so lovable. You're a total catch. The Empress was the first card that came out, so obviously this person looks at you as a complete catch. They hope that you don't want anybody else, by the way. Like, they don't want anybody else. They're hoping that you're like that too. But there's a possessiveness to it. Like, they would get really jealous if you were to want someone else. They would not be able to handle you being with someone else. They don't want to fight about the situation, and it's either like they don't want to fight with you or they don't want to fight with the third party, or it could be both. They want things to just be stable and grounded, but they feel like it's going to take time, because the way things are now, it's too chaotic. It won't be stable and grounded, but maybe eventually it will. This is weighing heavy on them right now, this situation with you. They are having some doubts about the way things will go in the future, but they're trying to stay positive. Um, they feel like if things don't work out between the two of you, they would have a lot of regrets if they didn't try everything. So it feels like this person's going to try their hardest. I just heard try their damnedest to change the situation, do what they can, because they don't feel like they have total control over changing the situation, but they feel like there are certain things that they could do to help. They're trying to work on their personal growth right now too, and it has to do with you. So they're doing some self-reflection and trying to better themselves, and it's coming from that urge for them to do that is coming from the connection with you. For some of you, they feel like they screwed up or they accidentally did something. There's some regret vibes here, but only take that if it resonates. There's vibes of like, oops, I made a mistake. I just accidentally did something. I have regrets, but I'm willing to self reflect and grow and change. That is here. They feel like it doesn't necessarily have to do with you. They feel like they've done some things in the past and it doesn't have to necessarily have to do with you at all. They feel like they did things in the past that they're not proud of, but they're like, I can change. I want to change. I'm getting major initial J coming through. J, 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 J is coming through for someone, but only take it if it resonates. They feel guilty. They feel regretful. They're really curious about how you're feeling. If you're being cold toward them, they want you guys to like come to an understanding. There is a vibe of like, we had a misunderstanding or that was an accident, so let me fix it. Let's talk about it kind of vibe. Wanting to talk is coming through very strong. And they want good news from you. Like when they talk to you, they want to hear good news. They're trying to be optimistic. Yeah, they're working on themselves. I'm getting personal growth, reinventing themselves, personal growth, evolving. They're trying to change. They're trying to grow up. This person's working on maturing. It feels like they're working on dealing with things in a more mature way. They're wanting to deal with the situation with you in a mature way. If you were wondering if there's any interest in anybody else, they're not. They do not want a third party. That's come through like 5 different ways in this reading. Spirit's making it really clear there's a bunch of different energies over here. Like, I don't want anybody but you. You stand alone. You stand out. You're different. You're the one that I want. For sure. For sure. They're like sure about you. They're in love. But there's this feeling that doesn't mean you guys are going to be able to just run out and get married tomorrow. There's a problem. There's an obstacle. There's something. And it feels like a third party is here causing a blockage or an obstacle. All right, I'm going to leave it here because I feel like we've hit all the energies that are here. So hopefully okay. They are really paying attention to everything you say. Spirit wants to point out. So careful what you say to them right now, I guess, because they're listening to every word. They're paying close attention to everything that you say. That's coming through. So take that as it resonates. Listen to any other pile that you were drawn to. There could definitely be messages for you in other piles about this person or someone else. And if you're done here for today, I will see you all at your next reading. Bye, guys.